Hello and welcome to Medill's Farm here in Kohimarama in Auckland for coverage of the ISPS Handa Premiership for 2020. And this is a round 5 clash between Eastern Suburbs of Auckland and Team Wellington. Thank you for joining us today, and we've got a really interesting match in prospect. This is second in the table against third, so both teams travelling particularly well in the competition so far. And in Team Wellington's case, if they can get the win in this match here today, they will go equal top with the team at the top of the table at the moment, and that is Hamilton Wanderers, who had a draw earlier in the round against Waitakere United. Well, it is very breezy here today as we look at the Eastern Suburbs team, and most of these players back for another season. New players into the team this season include number 8 Daniel Edwards, number 11 Ryan Foyts, and Sean Bright, number 12. Robert Sabo is also a new player, number 18. Keep your eye on him. He's just 18 years of age and debuted in round 1 against Auckland City. And congratulations to Kelvin Kalua as well on the bench today, number 4. He plays his 50th ISPS Handa Premiership game today. Here is the Team Wellington team. Many of these names familiar once again for you. New players into their team this season include number 19. That's Harris Zeb. He is moved north from Canterbury. One gut kick, keep your eye on him too. He's a new player. And there's a couple of new players on the bench, including Owen Barnett. And other than that, though, it is a pretty settled lineup in this Team Wellington setup, which has basically brought the wind to Medill's Farm yesterday. We got a very strong breeze blowing out here today, coming from the south, and it's blowing straight down the ground from left to right as you look at the referees and the teams for this contest. And Scott Basale, the keeper for Wellington and the captain of this team, there he is, just walking at a shot wearing the red jumper. Now, on a still day, he can boot the ball an absolute mile, whether it's a punt or from the ground, and he at that far end, or that when he's blowing or playing with the wind, which looks like it'll be in the first half, he's going to get some huge distance on those kicks. So we've got a really interesting game in prospect here. Eastern Suburbs playing in the white and Team Wellington in the black. Last week both of these teams had 2-2 draws, and Team Wellington drew with Auckland City, and it was a 2-2 draw between Waitakere and Eastern Suburbs. The Team Wellington are yet to lose a game, but they'll be severely tested by this Eastern Suburbs team, who of course won the title 2 years ago. Hawani Edwards is the coach of the Eastern Suburbs team. He stepped in to coach this team for the first time, and Scott Hales is back for his second season as the coach of this team, Team Wellington. It's good to see Team Wellington, very experienced team. Eastern Suburbs as well, plenty of talent in there. Adam Thomas is their captain, number 2, 28 years of age now. Very experienced player, of former Olympian for New Zealand. Went to the London 2012 Olympics with the under-23 team, captaining the team today. Wellington are without 2 of their stalwarts though. Jack Henry Sinclair still got that shoulder injury and won't see him until the new year. And Andy Bevan, who has been a past captain of this team, also out at the moment with a hamstring injury. But they've got plenty of depth and talent to absorb losses like that, Team Wellington, and will be more than a match and be very, very competitive in this game today. As we're underway, Hamish Watson gets it underway, and here's gut kick out to Justin Gully. Good to see Justin Gully still playing for Team Wellington. Of course, he isn't the only player with full-blooded international experience in this game today. Justin Gully having played for New Zealand on 3 occasions. And the referee, Nick Waldron, is the referee today, and he's assisted by Hayden Tutbury and Therese Yuming Chang. So it's going to be Team Wellington playing with the wind in the first half. And already we have an injury inside the first minute And it looks like Taylor Shrivers, the centre back, has gone down. This would be a big blow for Team Wellington. Taylor Shrivers, he's a stalwart mainstay of the defence over the past couple of seasons, and he looks like he's got a major problem with his left leg, ankle maybe. Physio just working on it now. If you're in Wellington watching this game, thanks for joining us. We're up at Dave Farrington Park. Hope it's not as breezy there today as it is here, because jeepers, I grew up in Wellington and I tell you, it is like being back in my old hometown today here at Medill's Farm. And Taylor Shrivers looks like he's in some trouble. Don't think it was any contact or anything. He may have just gone down awkwardly. So Scott Hales may be forced to go to a subs bench in like the first minute of the game. And yeah, Taylor Shriver, you can see the signal there from the physio. Taylor Shrivers looks like he could be out of the game. And already we're seeing number 16, Ben Mata, warming up to take his spot. And I tell you, Ben Mata is a more than adequate replacement for Taylor Shrivers. So it shouldn't have too much impact on this Team Wellington lineup. Ben Mata coming on, number 16. Yep, he's into the game in the first minute. Mata, of course, a former New Zealand under-17s representative at the World Cup he went to in 2015. So he's on, and he's straight into the action with his first touch right here. So unfortunate loss there for Taylor Shrivers and Team Wellington. And here's an example straight off the bat there of how strong the wind is. It's all the way down to Daniel Drake from Basile. Now Gully playing it forward. Hamish Watson was the target. It was cut out by Lisette for Eastern Suburbs. Always a big challenge playing into the wind. Well, in any sport really. But long balls are going to have to be right on the money from Eastern Suburbs in this first half. Here's an excellent run into the area. Shadowed all the way, and that's going to be a corner. Well, that was an excellent run coming in from Thomas, captain of this Eastern Suburbs team, and it's going to be a corner, and Adam Thurston is going to go over and take that. Adam Thurston's made a hot start, scoring 4 goals in the 4 games so far. And here he comes, Thurston. Far post is the target. There's a shot, but it's not on target from Drake, and it's going to be a goal kick to Basile and Team Wellington. So second versus third this. Remember, if Team Wellington get the win here today, they'll go joint top with Hamilton Wanderers. And if Eastern Suburbs can get the win here, they'll go to second place on the table. Although that will depend on how Auckland City go today in their match, which is now underway against Canterbury United. If Auckland City win that, they'll also go to 10 points. So that's a tightly congested table, and that's not a bad ball there. Yeah, the target of that pass was Stephen Hoyle. Not a bad idea though, is Halamariam. Harris Zeb out in the Team Wellington lineup today. Players moved north from Christchurch in the off-season. Mata. And here's Zeb again. Controls the ball. Nice little touch there to Halamariam. This is looking better. Watson. Halamariam gets it back. Might have a shot on target here. Play on's the call, and Drake needed to deal with an awkwardly bouncing ball there as he palmed it over the crossbar. And I can understand his frustration. He never should have got that far. Nice little touch from Zeb there on the replay. And Daniel Drake needed to be very aware of that. So it's a corner, and McKeon is over there, the Irishman, to take it, but whether this is going to stay on the spot though is another question. Very challenging conditions for him to play this corner, but it's a smart play. Back to gut kick, who's going to bend it, and it was just wide of the far post. Not a bad tactic from Team Wellington there. One gut kick close to scoring his first goal for Team Wellington, and what would be just his 5th appearance. Good little crowd here at Medill's Farm as well. Watson's got the ball. Here's an opportunity. He's going to go from long range, but that's high, wide and handsome. Unlike his haircut. It's Eastern Suburbs. And look at the ball holding up in the breeze there. That is going to be challenging. And it's gone out off Edwards. So the short passing game is really what's required from Eastern Suburbs in this first half. Those high balls are not really going to be getting any major distance from this end of the field because of this very strong southwesterly breeze that's blowing today. But of course it's the complete opposite in the second half. Zeb. Sean Bright over there trying to look after him, the teenager, just 18 years of age, also in his first season in the ISPS Handa Premiership. Gully got a bit of space here. Halamariam, nice ball. Here's Joao Moriera with his first touch. He's also been in goal scoring form for Team Wellington. What a pickup he was in January earlier this year. Garcia plays it back to Moriera. And there's the shot. And he's away this time. If Team Wellington can get some of these on target, Daniel Drake is going to be in for a really busy half of football. And again, what Drake needs to keep that low. It's going to be hard, and for Eastern Suburbs to get the ball down the other end of the pitch from goal kicks, particularly if Team Wellington continue this high press off the ball. Zeb. Trying to do a number over there on Robert Sabo, and now Gully. Garcia. That'll hold up in the breeze, and it's been cleared away, but only as far as gut kick. And now Hoyle has got the ball for Eastern Suburbs. Edwards. It's been turned over though, and Team Wellington, as might happen, are enjoying a big territorial advantage in these first 10 minutes behind what is this very strong breeze. Joao Moriera, very experienced player, of course, 3-time Oceania Champions League winner with Team Auckland. Now Edwards for the Lily Whites. A chance for them to just get some composure in this first 10 minutes as Reed Drake tries to find Sabo. But again, you can see Team Wellington pressing, and Eastern Suburbs going backwards. Daniel Drake. Nice play from him. That ended up being a very good ball to Hoyle. Thurston, that's a good ball. Here's one for Eastern Suburbs to chase, and Ryan Foyts be Eastern Suburbs throw-in. Thomas. Now to Foyts. Here he is. Front on Foyts. And Reed Drake. Has support with Sabo. Drake. Hoyle waiting in the centre. Along with Thurston. Gray forced to go backwards here for Eastern Suburbs, and Daniel Drake out of the penalty area. Now Lisette. Hoyle. Apologies for the wind in the microphone today. It's going to be challenging not only for us here but all the players too. Cut out by Halamariam, and now Muriera. McKeon. Gut kick, and now Team Wellington just holding the ball through Scott Midgley over there. Marta. Taylor Shrivers, remember, injured in the very first minute. Marta off the substitution bench. That's beautiful play from Zeb. There's the cross from Halamariam. Hamish Watson. Halamariam and Gully. Gut kick. Hoyle trying to hassle him back. Almost giving up a free kick. In fact, he is. Referee Nick Waldron. Right under his nose, that one. So this one here is in an interesting position. Still a long way out, but with this breeze at the back of Team Wellington, Rory McKeown will be keen to test out the keeper here. Straight into the wall, and Edwards has got it. Thurston couldn't get it. He's a good player, Adam Thurston. What a pickup he's been for Eastern Suburbs. He's in his second season. He's played 11 games, the number 7 here, and he's scored 9 goals. It's quite a strike rate for the man who was born in Liverpool. And he's a good player. Sabo here, debuting for Eastern Suburbs back in mid-November against Auckland City. He's having his 4th start in 5 games today. Good short passing game from Wellington Barcia. And now Scott Midgley. Marta. So that injury to Shrivers shouldn't disrupt Team Wellington too much. Marta coming on, and pretty talented young player. It should be a foul, and it is. Gut kick giving away the foul there. So Eastern Suburbs to get a free kick. No real chances in this first 15 minutes. Not much in this play as we look at the replay. Barcia was involved as well, but in the end Reed Drake did well to lure the referee's attention. So here's Thurston looking to take this throw in quickly. Foyts to Hoyle. Oh, that's only as far as Drake. Edwards, little pass. This is good play from Eastern Suburbs, and Hoyle disappointed. They didn't make more of that. Just for a moment, it looked like it might really open up for Eastern Suburbs. Composed play by Tyler Lisette. Pretty experienced player is Lisette. Has had some professional experience up in Sweden. Hoyle, the Englishman, trying to find Edwards, and all he's done is find gut kick. Oh, it's good play. One gut kick to the byline, and he's earned a corner. Excellent play from him. It's a good result from one gut kick, and now it is a corner. Watson coming into the area. So too is number 19 Zeb, But unfortunately for Team Wellington, Moriera's going to have to get the skates on and can't get it. It's good to see Joao Moriera back in New Zealand. Of course, a seasoned campaigner at Auckland City, and lived away for a couple of years playing in Malta and also South Africa. Back in New Zealand now. And this is not really a great place for a free kick to be taken for Eastern Suburbs. It's a howling wind right into your face. And Christian Gray trying to get maximum distance. It's just going to hold up in the breeze. Barcia trying to win it now. Thurston. Referee, that's good play. And let play continue there as Barcia and Thurston came together. Midgley. Over there with McKeown, and McKeown in that left midfield position. Barcia just dropping a bit deeper for Team Wellington on that occasion. McKeown. Watson trying to control that one. Didn't know end up where it ended up, in fact, and Thomas played it back to Drake. Eastern Suburbs coming away through Sabo. Sean Bright trying to get the ball and wanting to take it quickly. Leave it for Sabo. Thurston. It's come off Zeb, so it'll still be Eastern Suburbs ball. Thurston in the area, so too Hoyle for Eastern Suburbs. Sabo tries to find Edwards, but he's hustled on the ball there. Thurston gives it away. Watson, strong player. Referee's going to give a free kick to Team Wellington. Christian Gray giving away the free hit there. Of course, the son of former New Zealand captain Roger. Mata. Barcia. Barcia trying to find Zeb, but Gray's cut that out. And Thurston. Bright. Good to see Sean Bright stepping up now. Also Sean Bright, a New Zealand rep at the Under-17s World Cup in Brazil last year. In his first season of the ISPS Handa Premiership. He's wearing 12 for Eastern Suburbs. Now Gully, nice little ball into Hala Mariam. Decides against feeding Gully, who'd continued his run forward. Midgley trying to keep this one in, and he's done so. McKeown. Now Moriera tries to feed the Irishman again, and he's got it. But the referee didn't like the play there from Rory McKeown, and a free kick's been given to Eastern Suburbs. So tight game in these first 20 minutes. As we suspected, most of the game in Eastern Suburbs territory due to this wind. Drake. Being hustled by Watson, who's got in there and just disrupted play. And Mata is a big strong lad at centre back. And he's won free, or the throw in there for Team Wellington. Justin Gully. Too many long balls being played forward like that one by Team Wellington in this first half. kick, and now there's a push on the back there, and there's no call, and this is Bright trying to find Thurston. And it's a free kick against Thurston. He's a tough player, is Adam Thurston. Not a bad ball here from Bright. This was good play by the youngster. Thurston ruled to commit the foul there against Justin Gully. Now Barcelay's going to get plenty of distance with this one. Watson's the target, but there's some tall players at the back for Suburbs. Gray, Lisette, Thomas, the captain, all over 6 foot. Thurston. Oh, he's lost it. Oh, and the free kick goes against Harlem Mariam. Well. Harlem Mariam a little unlucky. Thurston was getting himself into a bit of a tangle there as he was heading back. Gray. Reed Drake. Thurston tries to play it back to Bright. The referee's happy with that. Boot drifted up of Sean Bright. A few challenges not being called at the moment, and there's lots of chatter out there as that one goes right through Hoyle's legs, and it's going to be a throw-in for Eastern Suburbs. Taken quickly, and Edwards has it. Bright. Lisette. Bright once more, halfway through the first half now. Daniel Drake very high up the pitch. Won't want to give that away, because Team Wellington won't be shy in having a pop if they get the ball with him so far off his line. This is better play from Eastern Suburbs. Barcelay's down at the near post. It's good play from Harris Zeb. Just held off just a tad, and now Zeb backs his pace on Sabo. And there's going to be a free kick there. Again, not too much contact on that one, but referee Nick Waldron very clear in his ruling. So, again, this one in a potentially interesting position given the strength of this wind. This one's going to have some serious, or should have some serious curl on it, from Rory McKeown, Northern Irishman. 3 players in the wall, 4 players at the far post. Oh, and it's bounced off Daniel Drake's legs. Landed just in front of him. Well, that could have bounced and ricocheted anywhere off his legs. Eastern Subs a little fortunate. Now there's the cross coming in. Drake is out, he's beaten, and it's just over Watson's head. Again, a close call for Eastern Suburbs. So McKeown again. Second season at Team Wellington, and here he goes. Away from Gray, but it's there still. Gut kick, tries to find McKeown again, and Hailemariam is onside, and Bright has deflected it out, so it's going to be a throw-in. Team Wellington will be keen to get a goal before half-time. Long throw-in coming from McKeown. Well, let's stay in the field of play, it won't. Wind won the battle on that occasion. Smart play from Eastern Suburbs as they utilise the space that McKeown normally operates there. But he was over on the other side of the field. Now they're coming forward here. Eastern Suburbs through Foyts. Now Thomas. Ryan Foyts again. Another youngster that's come through the Eastern Suburbs system to enjoy some football in his first season in the ISPS Handa Premiership. He's chasing that one through, but Midgley guides it back to Barcelay. Just want Barcelay to unleash one of these giant kicks that he has in his repertoire. Flicked on by Moriera. And it's good play from number 18, Robert Sabo. Gray. Good ball into Thurston. Foyts. That's well won by Midgley. And now Gully. A lovely little pass from Mario Basia. Zeb. Gut kick. Team Wellington not able to hold the ball on that occasion. Mata. Gully wins the header. Moriera. A bit scrappy at the moment. Drake. Back to Sabo. That should be a foul against... Well, it's gone against Hoyle. It's gone against Mata, rather. Thurston. There's the ball for Foyts to chase. Mata takes no chances. Gut kick. Wins it for Team Wellington. Now Watson's making a run up the centre, but he's not going to get the ball from Rory McKeown. Push in the back there from Tyler Lissette, who's watching him like a hawk. 60th game in the New Zealand Premiership today, the ISPS Handa Premiership for Tyler Lissette, former Team Wellington player. So always enjoying playing against his old team. Now Harris Zeb. Dangerous run across the centre of the field. Here's Basia. Basia trying to bend one. Again, Team Wellington getting these half chances, but not able to get these shots on target. At the moment, if they can just get one or two of these on target. That's a good ball. Thurston for Eastern Suburbs. Thurston has a crack, but McKeown got himself in the way like every good defender should do. Thurston back to Edwards. Still numbers up there for Eastern Suburbs. There's 4 of them up there. Eastern Suburbs have looked good when they've entered into the half of Team Wellington. They know they're can't get massive number of chances into this big breeze, and I guess they'll be hoping that they'll have opportunities in the second half. But if they can pinch a goal, of course, that'll make it really interesting. There's Moriera. Finally, the referee does blow his whistle. Referee Nick Waldron just having a chat there to the captain of Eastern Suburbs, Adam Thomas. I suspect for some unappreciative language. Barcelay will go for Zeb. Great, that wind just dies down for a moment, which Thurston I'm sure will enjoy. And Mata has that one under control. And now McKeown. Barcia. Halamariam and now Zeb. Stringing the passes together well here. Gully, did he keep this in the field of play? He can. He's done brilliantly, Justin Gully. Here's the cross. It's a good one, but no one there. Good play from Gully. Drake has got the ball now for Eastern Suburbs. Thurston to Sabo. Oh, it's been dispossessed, but Zeb is going to give away the free kick. Former Cantabrian. Zeb just hoiks it down for Watson. Oh, Watson's going to pick this up. Hamish Watson has a crack. Oh, it's just across the face. Drake had it covered, I think. That's why he let it go, but in the end it wasn't far away from big Hamish Watson. Good to see Hamish Watson still playing. Of course, he's a former Phoenix player. 39 games for the Phoenix in the A-League. Across a couple of stints, like Gully. Here's gut kick, good authority to front. Lovely ball to Gully. Zeb, back to gut kick. Marta to Barcia. And Midgley will have a little difficulty getting that one under control. McKeown, lovely one-touch pass. This is good play from Team Wellington. Halamariam. Barcia! It's in! Brilliant goal from Team Wellington. And Mario Barcia gives the visitors the lead. Some wonderful one-touch passing. And then Halamariam gives it to Barcia, who makes no mistake, and he puts it in for his first goal of the season and his fifth goal for Team Wellington in his 95-game career. So it's 1-0 to Team Wellington, and I think the team and Scott Hales, their coach, and all the supporters will be really happy with that. Playing with this massive breeze behind them in this first half. So Barcia getting the goal in the 34th minute. And now Thurston, who's going to continue to provide. Oh, he's going to be carded. It looks like Ben Mata has picked up the card. So first card of the game comes. And once again, Adam Thurston is just showing us once again, just every time he touches the ball, he's always asked questions of the opposition. Good player, Adam Thurston. As I touched on earlier, a big pickup for Western Suburbs last year. And then that's fallen. Who's it going to fall for? It fell for Foyts. Thurston now coming over. Only has three of his teammates behind him. Thomas is up there. So the two Adams. Now it's been lost, but it's a free kick against Team Wellington. Yeah, Mario Barcia doesn't score many goals in his career. He scored one for Hawke's Bay, his first team. He came over, Mario Barcia from Argentina. Here's the free kick. It's been partially cleared by gut kick, and Edwards trying to win it off Zeb. Zeb's through. Mortietta's with him. Hamish Watson just behind him. Zeb might be keen to go all the way here. Oh, he couldn't feed, couldn't beat Sean Bright. That's excellent defending by the youngster. Really good play by Bright, and he's looking to feed up Foyts. Well, excellent play from Bright. Thurston. Drake tries to find Hoyle up front. Hoyle. Well, this game opening up. It's a corner. Good play from both teams at the moment. Good play from Stephen Hoyle, the Englishman. And now it's going to be a corner. And Adam Thurston's going to take over. We'll go over and take this one. So all the tall timber up there. Lisette. Thomas. And Gray. Here's the play from Thurston. Oh, he's overcooked it, I think. Midgley got to the ball quickly. Team Wellington will want a break here. Alamariam up there. And this is going to bounce in an awkward position. Good play from Daniel Drake. Yellow card's been given here. Tyler Lisette. Been given a card, maybe for a late challenge there. So Tyler Lisette yellow carded against his former team. For a challenge on Scott Midgley back near the halfway line, in their own half. As you can see Barcelay coming back now. In fact, they're going to play the throw-in, so interesting call there by Nick Waldron, the ref. Gut kick. 7 minutes to play until half-time. Foyts. Hoyle's the target of that pass. Marta, though, he's a big lad, as I touched on, in the middle of defence for Team Wellington. Coming on in the first minute for Taylor Shrivers, who was injured in the first seconds of the game, the very first seconds. Struggling a bit with injury at the moment, Team Wellington. Andy Bevan, of course, out with a hamstring, and Jack Henry Sinclair with the shoulder problem. Now that's going to fall for Thurston. Able to turn and got plenty of space there, Adam Thurston. And there's a challenge that is allowed to continue. Morieta dishes that to gut kick. Zeb to Mata, and now Midgley. So 1-0 the score. The goal scorer, if you've just joined us, was Mario Barcia. Just his 5th goal in his 95th game for Team Wellington. And that's good play from Daniel Drake to keep it in the field of play there. It wasn't an easy one from Lisette, that back pass. And now Thomas has got rid of a couple of Wellington players. Edwards. Here's the through ball, and it's going out to Stephen Hoyle. It's a good play from Eastern Suburbs. And across as to absolutely no one. Hoyle overcooked that and frustrated the big Englishman. So Team Wellington, remember, if they go and win this game, they'll go to the equal Hamilton Wanderers at the top of the table. So it's a big game for them, and what's being a very competitive league at the moment. Keown. It's the goal scorer Barcia. Now Zeb. Gut kick. Ben Mata. Wellington. All these guys have played with each other for a long time now, most of them, and it's really shows out on the pitch. There's a good understanding and just some good composure from this team all the way through. Now Ben Mata has got to be careful here. He's already on a yellow card, and that was a rather clumsy challenge. Let's have a look at it again. So Mata there. I tell you what, that was from behind. He's probably lucky there that the referee didn't take stronger action. This is the point that Thurston's trying to make here with referee Waldron. Mata, I see, this is his... Actually, he started today from the bench. He started all 4 previous games this season, and he's picked up 2 yellow cards already this season, Ben Martin. Now he's picked up a 3rd one today. He's a big body in the middle of that defence, but referee Nick Waldron was happy to only award a free kick to Eastern Suburbs. I'll tell you, those challenges have been carded on another day, and of course the second yellow card for Ben Martin now would see him sent off. So Gray takes the kick and free kick, and it's straight away up to Stephen Hoyle. Here's Edwards. Away by Midgley. So we're in the last couple of minutes of this first half. Other than the slight delay we just had with Thurston and the injury to Taylor Shrivers right in the first minute, it's been a pretty clean half of football. Not too many delays. It's a nice touch from Watson. Zabo's there to cut it out though from Joao Moriera. Reed Drake and him would have been teammates at Auckland City a few years ago. Reed Drake here, number 10. Before Drake made the move across town. Here is Moriera. Zeb. Alamariam just didn't anticipate that one, and it's easily back into the hands here of Daniel Drake. Voits wins the ball, and Thurston's back out there now. Edwards. Adam Thomas has made a run up from the back. Nice win in the air by Bright, who's having a pretty good game for Eastern Suburbs. Thurston. Voits to target of that pass. Well, that touch just let him down a smidgen. And enabled Zeb to clear it. Offside anyway. So coming up to the 45-minute mark near the end of the first half. Fourth official says we have 4 minutes of added time. That's due to those 2 stoppages we had with Thurston and Shrivers. Now Bright, who's been excellent on the ball, continues a good run here. He's got good pace, the youngster. Thurston. Right, but he's surrounded by Team Wellington players. There were 5 of them there. Reed Drake wins a good one and plays a pretty decent ball into Hoyle. Hoyle. Play on's the call. Hoyle went down. Gully. Bright. Christian Gray. That's going to fall for Drake, is it? And that will be a free kick against Harris Zeb. And this one's in an interesting position. Barcelay will want to get his defence organised here. And Eastern Suburbs will want to make something of this and what's been a pretty lean first half for them in terms of decent scoring opportunities into this very strong breeze. They're not playing badly. Certainly not counting them out of this game yet. So Thurston's going to take this free kick. He goes for goal, he's got it! Adam Thurston! What a terrific strike! He gets his 5th goal of the season. Adam Thurston. And this was a gem. Round the wall, beats Barcelay. And Adam Thurston. 5 goals in 5 games and now has 10 goals in his 12-game career at Eastern Suburbs. The man can put the ball in the back of the net. Well, it's been a good first half of football, this game here. Really enjoyable in what's tricky conditions. But we're seeing 2 very evenly matched sides. And it's been thoroughly enjoyable. And we still have just over a minute to play in this first half with 4 minutes of added time. Still time for Wellington, Team Wellington, or, of course, Eastern Suburbs to pinch another. That one will be won by Gully. Now Barcia, who scored Team Wellington's goal. Watson. Oh, that was a pretty decent ball from him. Now Zeb, and that's gone off Hoyle, and it's going to be a corner. Team Wellington have got 30 seconds. Hoyle playing defender there, the centre forward. So now McKeown with this left foot of his. He wants to have this one on the money. It's beaten Drake, and it's play on. Corner taken by McKeown. So this will probably be the last play of the first half. And there's some stuff going off the ball there, jeepers. Mortietta has been pushed to the ground there. And Thurston, who is not shy in expressing opinions. Now, hopefully all of these guys can just call it. Now, what will Nick Waldron do to sort this one out? He's going to have a chat to his assistant, Hayden Tuppery. Tuppery had an unobstructed view of this incident. I must say I didn't keep an eye. Oh, someone's been red carded. There's a red card. And it looks like Mortietta's been sent off. Now, what's going on here? Now, Adam Thomas is furious with something. Well, we'll sort this one out in a moment. But Mortietta, now both players been sent off. So Thomas is off and Moriera is off. Both of them have been sent off. Wow, that's drama at the end of the first half. 2 red cards for the one incident, and there's still time to play in this first half. As McKeown throws the ball in, and it's going to go out. It's hit the corner flag, and it is half time. Wow, what a first half we've had here. 2 good goals scored by both teams, and then that incident just before half-time, which has seen 2 red cards given, one to Adam Thomas, the captain of the Eastern Suburbs team, and João Moriera has been sent off for Team Wellington. So a fascinating second half is coming up. 10 on 10 in this breezy Auckland day. It's 1-1 at half-time. Well, welcome back to Medill's Farm here in Auckland for the second half of this round 5 ISPS Handa Premiership match between Eastern Suburbs, the Auckland team, and Team Wellington. Half-time score is 1-1. Mario Barcia scored the opening goal in the game for Team Wellington in the 34th minute, equalised by a free kick from Adam Thurston in injury time in the first half. And then all drama right at the end of the first half. We had 4 minutes of added time when two players were red carded. Joao Moriera and Adam Thomas, the captain of Eastern Suburbs, both shown red cards for an off-the-ball, off-the-camera incident. And I've done my best, folks. I donned my detective's badge on in the halftime break to try and find out what happened, and really haven't got to the bottom of what happened. There was allegations of an elbow being thrown, but they were being vehemently denied. And there were long discussions by the referees to both players that were red carded. Joao Morieta sat disconsolately outside the Team Wellington dressing room for at least 10 minutes of that 15-minute halftime break. Adam Thomas sat on his team's bench, but of course he can't sit there anymore in the second half. So we've got a really interesting game which is going to emerge in this second half here. It's 10-10, and it's Eastern Suburbs playing with a really strong wind behind them in the second half. And the other bit of news right at the start of the game was Taylor Shrivers for Team Wellington, the centre back, as the second half gets underway. He was injured in the first minute. We've had confirmation that he's rolled an ankle. He's had ankle issues in the past and landed awkwardly on it in the first half, and that's the injury that has seen him substituted in the very first minute of the game, with Ben Mata coming on to replace him. And here he is defending Stephen Hoyle here, Ben Mata. So really interesting game. So 10-10 in the second half, with Adam Thomas and Joao Morieta off the pitch after being shown red cards for an incident which ended with Morieta on the ground. And I must admit, it happened out of my eye shot as well. All I ended up seeing was Morieta being pushed to the ground. So we'll just leave it there, unfortunately. Can't really get to the bottom of that one now. Hoyle tries to touch it on to Reed Drake here, and this might bounce for Reed Drake. Mata going back to defend it. He's done a good job there, the big centre back. As Gray wins the ball, and now the team's strategies and tactics in the second half will need to change dramatically because of the strong breeze which continues to blow right down the pitch in the face of Team Wellington and behind the backs of the Eastern Suburbs team. Gray trying to find Sabo, who's going to, I guess, push forward a bit more in this second half now. So plenty of feeling in this contest. Second versus third. This is Team Wellington currently in second place in the competition with 8 points. 4 matches played, 2 wins, 2 draws. Eastern Suburbs back in third place, just 1 point behind them. Now Haile Mariam for Team Wellington. Midgley. Barcia. It's Team Wellington's goal scorer in the first half. Team Wellington throw in. McKeown. Watson the target of that throw, but it's not going to find him, and Lissette cuts that one out. Daniel Drake will be very pleased that he's going to be able to unleash some big kicks, maybe from the back for Eastern Suburbs. Hoyle comes back quite deep into midfield to gather that one. Now Edwards. Hoyle. Edwards. Taylor Lissette. Hoyle. Edwards. Eastern Suburbs just happy to be patient for the meantime. Great, nice little ball into Foyts. And now Hoyle. Oh, he just needed to control that a bit earlier, and that could have been really interesting. Hoyle did well to win the throw-in, but he's paid the price for letting that roll a bit further. He could have controlled it. Really opened it up. Keown is out-muscled there by Edwards. He's done really well there. Right wins a throw-in for Eastern Suburbs. Voigts back to Daniel Edwards. So Eastern Suburbs dominating possession in these first 5 minutes of the second half. Repeating the news that both teams playing with 10 in the second half after red cards were shown right at the end of the first half to João Morieta for Team Wellington and Eastern Suburbs captain Adam Thomas for an off-the-ball incident. Team Wellington have possession back to their captain and keeper, Scott Barcelay. So taking the captain's armband is for Eastern Suburbs now is Reed Drake. So he's captaining the team with Thomas off the field. Gray. Voigts can't control that one, and Gully is having a pretty decent game for Team Wellington. Here comes Watson. Zeb. Back to Gully. Just need to see both teams how they touched on their strategy with the win, but of course the other big factor is they've only got 10 each. Appeals for offside. Flag stays down though, and Midgley. Gutkek has lost possession. Ryan Voigts. Team's a bit cautious to start the second half. There's the first free kick of the second half, and it's gone against Robert Sabo, youngest player on the pitch. Now Team Wellington take it quickly. Well, this is a good run by Zeb. And there is a corner for Team Wellington. So good play from Harris Zeb, and we're seeing substitution early in the second half, and Adam Thurston is coming off. That's an interesting call by Hoani Edwards, the coach of Eastern Suburbs. Thurston out of the game. Really interesting. He's such an influential player, and on comes Kelvin Kalua. Congratulations to him. It's his 50th New Zealand Premiership match today. So he's out there wearing 4. Here's the corner from Team Wellington. Up goes Hailemariam. Kelvin Kalua straight into the thick of it here, and he's counter attack is on here for Eastern Suburbs. Lisette. Can he get it in field? And there's a foul against Lisette. Oh, well, there's a big counter-attack looming here. Lisette putting in the hard yards up front here. And that challenge is deemed illegal by referee Nick Waldron. So Barcelay with this free kick. Just dies down for Scott Barcelay, and it holds up in the breeze. Lisette, the tallest player on the field. Hailemariam not able to find his teammate there. Kelvin Kalua with the throw-in. Wheeler Midgley. Edwards. Sabo. It's ricocheted off Gully. Drake. Now Foyts. Looking for some movement off the ball there was Foyts. Couldn't get any. So all the way back go Eastern Suburbs, and now Daniel Drake pounds it forward. Foyts to target. Appeals of another free kick go unanswered, and Mata under pressure here by Hoyle. Plenty of feeling in this contest. Remember, there were 2 yellow cards as well as 2 red cards in the first half. Here's Drake. Gully, as he often does, intercepts the ball and continues his run. He's not going to catch up with that one though, and now he'll have to retreat back. Well, the offside flag goes up. And Hoyle has collided with Basile here. Well, that came after the offside flag was raised. It's Basile with the free kick, or the, yes, for the offside, and another free kick has been given, this time against Christian Gray on Hamish Watson. This game feels like it's on a bit of a knife edge at the moment. McKeown takes it quickly. And to the box comes Zeb. And it's been off a Eastern Suburbs player for a corner. Plenty of feeling in this contest. So, Keown with this corner. Watson gets it, but he couldn't control his header at all. Now Midgley trying to go it around Bright here. And Daniel Drake gets it down to the halfway line, and Foyts with the throw in Edwards. Team Wellington throw-in's been ruled. Aidan Tutbury, the assistant referee on this side of the field, made his decision. Now play it back to Scott Midgley. Second season at Team Wellington, Scott Midgley. Gully. Watson, a little 1-2 with Gully, tearing after it, and he's done well, Justin Gully. Here's Watson, and it's ended up in the hands of Drake. Nice little build-up on that right flank for Team Wellington. Kalua. Edwards. Dan Edwards for Eastern Suburbs seeks the safety of his keeper. Team Wellington pressing a little higher this time. Lisette. Drake to Bright. Still very composed play. Eastern Suburbs quite happy to knock it around at the back like this. And now Drake clears and targets Hoyle, and this may fall for Foyts. Zabo starting a run down that left flank. Now Hoyle and Reed Drake are in the middle of the field here. A touch though from Zabo just let him down a bit, and Gully was able to clear it away to Watson. who's turned and given it back to Gully. Watson, the two former A-League players on the pitch, combining nicely there for Team Wellington. Of course, there's another former Phoenix player on the bench for Team Wellington. That's the reserve keeper today, Keegan Smith. Good kick. Now, Midgley. Keown. So 20 minutes played, or 15 minutes played in the second half. No change to the halftime score. 1-1 with Barcia and Thurston getting the goals. Thurston has since been substituted by Hawani Edwards, the Eastern Suburbs coach. And remember, both teams playing with 10 players after 2 red cards shown in the first half in the same incident right before half-time. Now Gully's in space here. Gully into the area. Here's a chance. And that cross didn't find the mark or hit the money from Harris Seb. So half an hour to play, and reminding you those 2 players that were carded. Adam Thomas, the captain for Eastern Suburbs, and Joao Moriera for Team Wellington. Carlo with the throw-in for Eastern Suburbs. Hoyle. Ryan Foyts. Carlo is starting a run. Timed pass was good. The accuracy of it, not quite from Eastern Suburbs. Barcelay, it's a good ball from Hamish Watson. Now Daniel Drake tearing after this one. He's done a good job there, Daniel Drake. Team Wellington will want to take this quickly. But Drake is back in position now. It's Barcia. Scott Midgley. And now Scott Barcelay, the captain for Team Wellington. Midgley has it. And Justin Gully got that reassuring calmness about his play as Watson switches the point of the attack over to McEwen. That's a good ball. Good defending by Lissette. Now Edwards. It's a good play from Midgley. Strong wind blowing down the field. That continues right into the faces of Team Wellington in the second half. Gully. And Halamaramam. Mata. Watson was his target. Here is Hamish Watson. No one up in the centre forward position at the moment for Team Wellington, with Watson just drifting back a little bit. So here he comes into the area. He's going to have a shot, and it's going to ricochet off Drake. It's still there. Big chance here for Team Wellington. Oh my goodness. It was Justin Gully who was right in front of goal, and Drake was totally out of position here. And he put it over. How did he do that? I don't know. Substitute is about to be made. Big moment in the game right there. On comes number 15, Owen Barnett, for Team Wellington, and Halamariam's been substituted, so Owen Barnett in just his second appearance is out there, the 18-year-old, originally from Nelson, out of Scots College in Wellington. Free kick goes to Eastern Suburbs. Wow, just going back to that moment for Justin Gully. Could have turned the game on its head there. And Gully, I guess, finds himself right in that position of the field. He's usually nice and nestled in the right back position. Yeah, and Lisette. Now Lisette is on a yellow card. He picked up his yellow card in the 37th minute of the contest. Clumsy challenge there. So it's interesting, isn't it, with Marta and Lisette both being yellow carded in the first half, both guilty since of clumsy challenges. Midgley back to Marta. Barcia finds Gully, and he's in plenty of space to size up his options, but doesn't decide to push the pass for the meantime as Marta comes forward. Now Barcia. Now did Kalua get a touch on that? He didn't, the officials say, so it's going to be an Eastern Suburbs throw. Edwards, that gives one for Hoyle to chase. The wind was going to win that race. Keown with that throw in. Watson the target. Drake trying to control this, and he's done really well there. Reed Drake has a shot. Barca lays down. Nice and comfortable behind that one. The Wellington keeper. Very experienced keeper, of course. It's the 99th game for Team Wellington today in the New Zealand Premiership. He has played more than 100 games for his team, though. If you add in the Oceania Champions League games. Next week, 100 Premiership games. If Barcelona plays, he and Keegan Smith have been sharing the goalkeeping responsibility so far this season. It's back to Barcelona. Oh, some tough challenges in the middle there. The set's got that one. Kalua onto this one. Yes, he's kept it in the field to play nicely. Great ball to him, and it turned out to be. Now Edwards. Hoyle and Foyt's up front. Sabo. There goes the cross. Hoyle at the near post, but it's cut out nicely by Marta. That was a good clearance from him. And here's Zeb. Trying to get past Christian Gray. Not able to do so. Barcia. McKeown. Watson in the middle. There goes the cross to Watson, just over his head. And there's a free kick against Hamish Watson. Taken quickly by Eastern Suburbs. Does it feel like this game's got more goals in it? It certainly does. Now gut kick. McKeown again. Oh, that's been turned over by gut kick, and now it's a 3-on-3 situation, and this is Foyt's coming forward here. Foyt's still might fall here, and it was Bright who's put it into the Waitemata Harbour. That's gone way past the goal. Those car parks, those cars parked behind the goal, I reckon are 100 metres away, and the ball is still rolling towards them. It's a long run down there for the ball kid to get that one back. Barcelona to restart play with 20 minutes to go. Wind really picking up again. And it's going to be a throw-in. So it's a chance for Eastern Suburbs here to press a bit. With a throw-in in an awkward position for Team Wellington into this wind. Maximum distance from Rory McEwen was the idea. And in the end, Gully was in the right spot to receive the pass from gut kick, and now Gully can run. Garcia calls it down to Mata, and now Midgley. McKeown, that slightly wayward back pass. Barcelona will tidy up. Gully the target of that one. And it's Team Wellington ball. So I hope you're enjoying our coverage here on Sky Sport Next. Here of this ISPS Handa Premiership 5th round match. Team Wellington and Eastern Suburbs. No score in the second half. Just 2 goals in the game so far. But all the drama alongside those goals just before halftime with those 2 red cards. So both teams with 10 players on the pitch for the second half. And Watson's going to sneak onto this one. Watson into the side netting. But it has been deflected off an Eastern Suburbs player, so it'll be a corner. Watson starting to come into the game quite nicely now for Team Wellington. Experienced player, of course. Now, McKeown. There goes the corner. Drake hasn't cleared a Mata with the header, has not got it on target. Ben Mata. Now, referee wants to have a chat here to Daniel Drake. Substitute is about to be made by Coach Edwards for Eastern Suburbs, and number 23 Campbell Strong is coming on. A midfielder, again a teenager, 18 years of age in his 4th season. Campbell Strong. So he's into the game, and out of the game is number 18 Robert Sabo. So it's interesting, Sabo's been playing left defender, and Strong plays forward with that, so it's an attacking attempt, it seems, by Coach Edwards for Eastern Suburbs, who are now only playing with 3 at the back. Gray, Bright, who's dropped back, and Tyler Lissette. Mata. Gully hauls it forward, but gets another chance. Now Barnett trying to win the ball there for Team Wellington. Team Wellington struggling to get it clear of their own half, but they have done so now. But Eastern Suburbs can launch something from the back here through Christian Gray. Hoyle can't control it though, and Midgley. Barcelona just gets rid of it. Drake and Lissette. It's like metronome football there, wasn't it, between the two for a second? And now here's Strong, who's just onto the pitch. good ball out to Edwards. Now this is looking likely here for Eastern Suburbs. Midgley clears it away. Only just, and a free kick's gone against Eastern Suburbs there as Midgley stays down. That was looking useful for Eastern Suburbs. They had 3 or 4 in the area there. And the foul is going to go against the substitute Campbell Strong. So 15 minutes to play. Still time for either team to pinch this. Remember, if Team Wellington can win this game, they'll join Hamilton Wanderers at the top of the table. If Eastern Suburbs win this game, they'll go to within 1 point of Hamilton Wanderers at the top of the table. And could be second after the weekend, depending on the result of that Auckland City Canterbury United match, which is currently in progress. McKeown looking for a bit of movement so he can throw it in, and in the end he has to throw it into someone and ended up being a white jumper. Barcia is going to be carded for that challenge. Right under the nose of the referee there. Bouncing ball, and yeah, Barcia raising the knee there. So Barcia picking up the yellow card in the 77th minute. 2 yellow cards and a red card for Team Wellington, and one of each colour for Eastern Suburbs. Here's Foyts for Eastern Suburbs. Hoyle, back to Drake. Nice pass to Hoyle. And Hoyle's lost it, and Gully. It's a good play from Justin Gully. And a good pass to Zeb. Zeb's muscled off the ball, and there's a free kick there. Bit of holding going on. Another sub is about to be made, and this time it's Team Wellington who are going to make a substitution. Into the game comes Sam Mason-Smith, and out of the game comes Harris Zeb. So Sam Mason-Smith, striker of course, English-born player, back in Team Wellington colours. This is his 91st appearance in the New Zealand Premiership, ISPS Handa Premiership, former Hawke's Bay player too. So he and Hamish Watson have played a lot together, and they are playing together in this game now as Hoyle. Oh, there's a player open. Foyts is offside though. The flag is up. So interesting to see 2 subs being made with attacking intent from both teams. So both teams want to win this game with 10 players on the pitch per side. Barnett picked up the loose ball. Referee though, another free kick. And Watson's going to be spoken to this time by referee Waldron. Just asked Watson to cool it down. Hoyle. Timely foot by Barcia. Kalua wins the ball though. Here comes Kelvin Kalua, now strong. Gonna catch up with that one, pulls it back. Straight into gut kick, and away comes Team Wellington. Barnett, youngster, dishes it back to gut kick, who made that important stop, and that's a good ball out to Gully. Watson drifting wide this time. So Mason Smith occupying that position up front in the middle of the pitch now for Team Wellington. Midgley out to McKeown. Now Mason Smith with his first touch. Interesting ball. Hoyle in there trying to disrupt Team Wellington. Midgley, it's a good play. Good recovery from him. And Gully can build once again. Here's Mata. Well, Team Wellington have probably had the better chances in the second half. Remember that one to Gully. And also that header to Ben Mata. Both of them going over the bar. That Gully one was the best chance in the second half for sure, with the goalkeeper out of position at the time. So there's two chances in the second half. That's a lovely play from Hoyle and then Foyts. And Foyts just can pick up the loose ball, and again it's Gully with a good play for Team Wellington. And he's kept that one in the field of play. It's Justin Gully. Former All Whites player, of course. Now, Team Wellington looking to press up high as Reid Drake put Barcelay under pressure, and he could be out of position. That's the benefit there if they could earn a turnover. And now Hoyle's onside here. Here's the cross. Could go anywhere. Drake kept out by Team Wellington. Barcia's got rid of it, and Watson gives it to Barnett. And now Mason Smith on the ball here for Team Wellington. Watson. Hamish Watson. There's the cross to Mason Smith. Mason Smith. And it's saved by the defenders for Eastern Suburbs. Opportunities at both ends of the pitch. And they were very similarly defended in the end. The defenders getting between the striker and the goal. And now Hoyle on the go here for Eastern Suburbs. Good challenge from McKeown. And finally the ball's out. Long period of play. Kingsley Sinclair has been waiting on the side to get onto the game for about 5 minutes for Eastern Suburbs. And he's finally going to get on now, the number 9. And out of the game comes Ryan Foyts. So Kingsley Sinclair, the 19-year-old New Zealand under-17s player from 2017, is on there for his 31st game in the ISPS Handa Premiership. And Sinclair's a midfielder. Gray over to Edwards, nicely controlled by Dan Edwards. There's the header away by Mata, but it's going to concede a corner. So we're inside the last 10 minutes now. That was an excellent period of play from both teams, who probe, continue to search for this winning goal. Reid Drake to take the corner. He's taken over that captaincy armband from Adam Thomas, who of course got sent off just before half-time. Drake lobs it to the far post. Carlu is there to keep it alive, but Barcelay's up. Barcelay trying to find Mason Smith, but Bright wins the header. Whoops, that could be awkward. Hoyle. Eastern Suburbs continue to press, but two players over there trying to hassle Stephen Hoyle, who did really well to get through. Here's a big chance. That pass to Hoyle, couldn't find the mark. It's still there, and scrambled to safety by Team Wellington. Now Watson wins the ball. There's the pass to Mason Smith, but Drake is way out of his area, and there to seize the day for Eastern Suburbs. This game really opening up now. Both teams really a bit fortunate not to concede more goals in this game than what we've seen. But it's been entertaining stuff. It's been a really interesting contest. for all sorts of reasons. And a free kick to Eastern Suburbs. And now this in an interesting position. Long way out, halfway between halfway and the goal. But if Reed Drake can put this on the money here, could create some havoc for Team Wellington. Barcelay, nicely done. And there's going to be a yellow card given to Christian Gray there for that challenge. Barcelay mid-air there. So 5 minutes to go. Team Wellington have pushed all their players forward despite the strong breeze. Barcelay's got no choice but to bang it deep into that wind. Barcia Bright with the header for Eastern Suburbs. Now Gully, oh, he's lost it. Drake. Edwards can't catch up with that one. In fact, he almost stood on it there. Dan Edwards. Well, will we have one final dramatic twist to this contest with 4 to play? Barnett. Gully. He's got the ball still. It's Justin Gully. And a free kick. That's clever play from Justin Gully. That's all his years of experience coming into play there. Still only 27, Justin Gully. Played for the All Whites, played for the Phoenix at A-League level as well. And very seasoned player at this level as well. And he's had a good game, other than that missed chance in the second half in front of goal. He's had a decent match, Justin Gully. And that free kick is going to go against Mario Barcia. Hoyle. Nice little play there. Seen him lose the ball. That was Midgley getting in there. Got kick. Now Watson's just drifting a bit deeper. Watson. Ambitious. From that distance into the breeze. From Hamish Watson. Drake. Flicked on by Hoyle. Barcelay. Able, of course, to pick it up with the flick header coming through from Stephen Hoyle. So 10 players per team in the second half, no goals. One might thought with one player less each that there might have been a couple of goals at least in the second half. Not to be. Free kick this time against Ben Mata. And he's going to be spoken to here, Ben Martin. Remember, he got carded in the first half. Similar challenge in the first half, Ben Martin as well. So 90 seconds of normal time left. And now another free kick. Brought Sean Bright to take this one. Oh, it's hit the corner of the post. Wow. Barcelay was beaten for all ends money, in money there. Incredible effort from Sean Bright from that distance. Let's check this out again. Well, it actually went over, didn't it? And it hit the the part of the goal which is holding up the net at the back. So it didn't hit the crossbar or side post. It was over the back. Looked a bit more dramatic initially, didn't it? So into the last minute now. Gray goes for a ride on Mason Smith. Drake is going to play direct down the centre. And there his brother chases, but he's not fast enough to catch up with that one. Gully trying to go around Sinclair. Barcia targets Watson. Hamish Watson flicks it over. Here comes McKeown. And he couldn't get it on target. 4 minutes of added time. 4 minutes to go in this game. Will there be a winner in this contest? And if so, who's going to get it? Still feels like this game could be pinched by either one of these two teams. Very evenly matched. Barnett trying to win it there for Team Wellington, but a solid defensive unit from Eastern Suburbs has that one under control. Edwards gets the pass from Christian Gray. Gray again. Lisette. 4 players up front, but Team Wellington back in good numbers. 5 of them back there. So Eastern Suburbs retreat. So will Drake go direct? Long and deep he does. Sinclair the target of that one. Gully's up. Mata will concede the corner. So Reed Drake to take this corner. Hoyle, Sinclair. Kalua comes into the box. So too does Lisette. Drake is actually coming in now, and it's going to be taken, this one, by Sean Bright, who got close from that free kick a moment ago. No Thurston on the pitch, remember. He got substituted midway through the second half. Can't take the post out. Bright with this corner. Kalua and Mata with a big body at the far post concedes another corner. Well, it's a goal kick. Well, the Eastern Suburbs fans here on the sideline can't believe that. But that's the call by the officials. Wayne Edwards, the coach of Eastern Suburbs, can't believe that call. But the officials ruled it must have just taken a deflection off an Eastern Suburbs player after Mata headed it. Drake. Midgley just hauls it down to Watson. Now Bright again. Just over a minute left. 4 minutes of added time. They'd stay in the field of play. That's come off Barnett. Should be Eastern Suburbs ball. Strong to take it. So just over a minute to play. Lisette is pounding it forward again for Hoyle. Mata gets rid of it. So too does gut kick, and Barnett trying to win the ball off Bright, but it's fallen for Edwards. Drake. Well, Barnett did well, and Bright didn't run forward because he thought he was in an offside position. Now Mason Smith for Team Wellington. Gut kick. Now there's space here in midfield for Team Wellington. Midgley comes forward. Rory McKeon on the left. Midgley. About 20 seconds to go. And Kalua kicks it clear for Hoyle. Mata is ruled off him for a throw-in. Time almost up in this contest. Kelvin Kalua with the throw-in. Midgley with the header. And it's still play on. Barnett trying to control this for Team Wellington. And that is all we'll have here at Medill's Farm in Eastern Suburbs. It's a deadlock between these two teams. Very even contest, which had lots of drama in it in the first half with 2 red cards and 2 goals. But at full time, neither team has been able to take advantage of that second half, which had 10 players per side. So it's full time here. Eastern Suburbs 1, Team Wellington 1. Goal scored in the first half to Mario Barcia and to Adam Thurston. So both teams take a point out of this contest in what's been a highly entertaining game here at Medill's Farm. Final score once again, Eastern Suburbs 1, Team Wellington 1.